Have you ever stepped onto a plane and felt like something was just off? Maybe you couldn't explain it, but deep down, you knew there was more happening than what passengers are told. What if I told you there are hidden rules, silent systems, and psychological tricks shaping every second of your flight? And at the end of this video, I'm revealing a truth even pilots rarely talk about. Stick around because after this, you'll never see flying the same way again. And seriously, watch until the end because the final fact might change the way you travel forever. Welcome to the channel. Let's pull back the curtain. Picture this. The cabin lights dim before takeoff or landing. It feels calm, cozy, maybe even romantic. But it has nothing to do with comfort. It's survival training without saying a word. If an emergency happens and the power cuts out, your eyes are already adjusted to darkness. No time wasted, no fumbling. And that request to open your window shade, they're not being pushy. They want hundreds of extra eyes ready to spot danger outside before anyone announces what's happening. Your relaxing moment is actually a silent warning. Stay alert. Now, let's talk about something that sounds silly, but is completely true. You are allowed to board a plane barefoot. There's no rule stopping you, but airplane floors are basically a germ festival. Spilled drinks, sweat, bathroom trips, and barely any deep cleaning between flights. But high heels? Oh, those can be a problem. Not because they're uncomfortable, but because they can puncture the evacuation slide during an emergency. So flight attendants may ask you to remove heels, but dirty bare feet? Totally fine. The logic feels upside down, doesn't it? Here's something even crazier. Airlines sometimes fly empty planes on purpose. At major airports, airlines must use their assigned takeoff and landing slots at least 80% of the time or lose them. So during slow travel seasons, instead of canceling flights, airlines will literally send a plane into the air with only a few passengers just to protect their slot. Imagine a huge jet burning thousands in fuel to move a handful of people. It's not a mistake, it's strategy. Here's a scenario. Your long-haul flight takes off, then minutes later someone has a medical emergency. The pilot decides to return. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. The plane is too heavy to land safely because it's still full of fuel. Attempting to land could cause serious damage. So, what happens? The pilots dump tens of thousands of pounds of fuel into the sky. You might catch a strange chemical smell in the cabin, like a nail salon, but they won't announce it because people would panic. It's totally normal, but you were never meant to know. Let's talk about the famous seatbelt sign. When it dings, you assume turbulence. But sometimes the seatbelt sign has nothing to do with the sky. It's about the passengers. Too many people crowding the aisle? Ding. People ignoring instructions? Ding. Flight attendants can request it just to get everyone to sit down and behave. That tiny bell is one of the most powerful tools on the plane. It controls the crowd without a single announcement. Airplanes don't just run on fuel, they run on psychology. You've seen oxygen masks drop in safety videos. But here's what they never tell you. The mask only gives you about 12 to 15 minutes of oxygen. That's it. Why so short? Because you won't need more. If cabin pressure drops, pilots dive the plane to a safe altitude in minutes. The mask's only job is to keep you conscious while they do it. If those yellow cups ever fall from above, don't freeze. You don't have time to hesitate. Here's a weird one. Some airplane windows are fake. You think you're looking at the clouds, but depending on the aircraft design, the interior window frame might not line up with the actual opening in the fuselage. What you see could be slightly angled or even an illusion created by double panes. Some sections of the plane, especially areas hiding crew rest compartments, have dummy windows that don't look outside at all. So while you're admiring the perfect view, the plane is just letting you believe it. Let's clear up airplane mode. Your phone won't crash the plane, but imagine 100 phones bouncing signals off towers at 35,000 feet, creating a storm of radio noise. Pilots need crystal clear communication during takeoff and landing, so airplane mode isn't about danger, it's about preventing annoying static in the cockpit. Forgetting airplane mode doesn't make you a criminal, but it might make you really annoying to the people flying the plane. Missed your flight? You're stuck. But your suitcase? It might still go on vacation without you. Once your bag is tagged and loaded into the system, it moves through conveyor belts, scanners, and crew. There isn't always time to pull it off before departure, so sometimes your luggage arrives before you. Other times, it vanishes into baggage purgatory, waiting for a traveler who never shows up. It's not a mistake. It's policy. Flight path looks weird on the screen, a random loop or zigzag. It might not be weather. It might be something you were never meant to see. The sky is full of no-fly zones. Some are obvious, like the White House. Others are totally secret military bases, nuclear sites, even private estates. If a plane drifts too close, controllers send a warning. Or a military escort, pilots just calmly reroute. Most passengers never know. And now, the truth you weren't expecting. The safest part of flying isn't the technology, it's the psychology. Every light, sound, smile, pause, and instruction designed to shape human behavior. Keep you calm. Keep you predictable. Because one panicked passenger can cause more chaos than turbulence ever could. Flying isn't just about engines and wings, it's about managing people. So tell me which part made you stop and think, wait, what? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. And if you want more hidden travel secrets and airport tricks they'll never tell you, hit subscribe and stay with me. Because after today, you don't just fly. You fly smarter than 99% of passengers.